Moo's World.
Moo's
Moo's World.
World.
So, Donald Trump, they spoke about the crime rates that's going on across the country. And his main focus, he said he was first going to Memphis and second St. Louis. How do you feel about him sending the National Guard there to straighten out the crime there?
It was due. You know, we used to hear about it all the time, you know what I mean? It's happening, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, when I say it's happening, you know, that's what was it, martial law,
Yeah.
basically? You know, and it's happening, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
Do you feel like the excessive force will cause a problem or a pushback?
It's always de-escalation,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a saying, the dog not wagging the tail wagging the dog right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got like good police out here. You got tyrants, what they call them, tyrants or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And you got people just want to earn a paycheck and want to go home.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like on that type of stuff and what's going on with not just black people, just every race,
Yeah.
been just, you know what I mean, killed, you know what I mean, from stuff that could have been de-escalated.
Yeah.
You know, they said the domestic disturbance is one of the most dangerous things, you know,
Yeah.
coming into people's home and commanding them, telling them what to do.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, the rules ain't rules.
Yeah.
You know, you can't, you know, you got supreme law. It's everything against what they doing,
Yeah.
but they doing it. And it's supreme law land, you know what I mean? Like, as far as on some hood stuff, you learning this stuff, you know, like, hey, I want to know, you know what I mean? It says you want a nigga not to know something, put it in the book.
Yeah.
You know, so I pick up a book, you know what I mean?
So, why do you think we're seeing a lot of excessive crime these days? It don't seem like, you know, it's more than one city, it's towns, the crime rate is rapidly going up. What would you say
It's
causes
becoming
that?
what we call normal. It's the new normal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like, I don't really feel like I know that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, I was born in '89, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't born in the '70s, but I feel like '89 is one of the best times, but it always got worse, you know? I remember when I used to be in school, we used to fight. Before we used to fight, you just put a stick on your shoulder, you know?
Yeah.
You knock the stick off your shoulder, you push. It's just called evolving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It went from what they got switches now. You know, it went from 38s, you know what I mean? It went from sticks, stones, you know what I mean? Rocks.
Yeah.
So now man, what's next? Bazookas.
So,
You know what I'm saying? What's next? You know what I'm saying? This is what's gonna be next. You know what I mean? It's only getting worse.
So what do you say to the idea of, like me, I come up in the early 2000s, and music around that time was more about trapping. And it seemed like it set the momentum of what was cool to do. And it seems like now you got young kids out here talking about you ain't nothing. They don't care about money. It's about how many hats or how many bodies you got. Do you feel like the music pushes more to the agenda to
It's how you take it. Cause like, I'm gonna tell you why I listen to music. I listen to stuff I've been through. You know, type of music, you know what I mean? I listen to all type of music, you know what I mean? Like country music, this is what he's saying.
Yeah.
But like, my history never gonna change. So it's like, sometimes like, I listen to it because I know it's going on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I listen to it, you know what I mean? But that don't mean, that's not me ready to do something or because of the music, you know what I mean? Like the music got control of me. It's going on, you know what I mean? I like it's poetry. You know what I mean? It's poetry. You know, like rap music, country singing, all that, man, everybody got a story to tell.
Yeah.
It's just that when this is my history. You know what I mean? I can't say nothing else.
So you wouldn't agree with somebody saying that they listen to, we'll say, a drill song, and you don't think it puts a battery in their back to
Oh yeah,
to
of
push a
course.
certain
Of course.
energy out in the universe?
Of course. But they was doing it before the music came out. You get what I'm saying? It was like on, we know street level stuff is real more bigger than politics.
Yeah.
I'm talking about neighborhoods, you know what I mean, type of stuff. Like it ain't about how much you got. That's talking about the mob. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The real mob. So like, you go against them, you know what I mean, you no good. You know what I'm saying? You no good. You know, if you got money, you don't come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody in the history of the world ever, a bullet never just, oh, he got too much money, I can't shoot, I can't hit him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just, you know what I mean?
So, man, it's a lot of talks, man. People is talking about the meaning of snitching, and you know, it all sparked from Young Thug interrogation. You know, he gave him like a 2-hour interrogation. First of all, would you consider what Young Thug did snitching?
I've seen shit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? If he did snitch, you know what I mean? Me personally, you know what I mean? Stick to the code.
What's your definition of a snitch?
A tongue. They say singing. You hear the bird?
Yeah.
Hear me? Hear me?
Yeah.
Coffee, a cigarette. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
So what say?
Interview room. I need a cigarette. Hear me?
So what say?
Shit.
What say? I get pulled over, right, and I get caught with guns and drugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I tell them, you know, 425 Nate, he said a lot of drugs out of his house, you know, this and that and the third, but my name ain't in the paperwork. My name ain't in paperwork.
This is
and
snake.
plus you haven't went to jail for what I told him. Is that still considered snitching?
Yeah. Because there's a reason why they didn't pursue it. That is dry snitching, what they call dry snitching. It's just a what's called an adverb adjective before snitching is snitching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that is straight up snitching. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know, I don't care if they didn't come get you. There's a reason why they did. They don't. The police is not just. You tell them that they come looking. There's a reason why they didn't. You know.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they didn't. He might be snitching. You know. I'm just saying though. You know, it's only a couple alternatives, but like, it's like you can't. You telling the police. Your intentions are to send. Like, hey man, look, it's like basically you get out of jail free card, whatever you trying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, I bet you that whoever, you know, did it, sad about the news when they said we can't do nothing about it. He probably did a lot of time, you know, snitching, where they need to be.
Observing how things is now, you know, coming up basically in the late 80s, the early 2000s to now, what would you say changed about the streets since then, or how do you feel about?
It got worse.
Mm-hmm.
It was already bad. It got better. It got worse. It got terrible. Whatever you want to, like all that, it's evolving the dark side way. You know.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know. I'm 89. I don't remember 89. I remember the 90s. You know. As far as, you know, memory and stuff. You know, like, we couldn't play around our mama. We can be around our mama while they drinking, none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now Quisha and Keisha, mom and daughter in the same club together. Come on now.
Yeah.
Brother Mac said, bitch, he said, what's your great grandma, 34? You know what I mean? Like, you know, ain't no big mama no more. Like, but my grandma was still alive, thank God. You know what I mean? You know my grandma.
Yeah.
Hear me?
She was a great lady.
You know, and we was raised the old way. You know what I mean? You know, and it's not like that no more. It's not like that no more. And that came with them ass whoopings. You know, it was discipline. But you knew you get your ass whooped before you got your ass whooped, so you knew better.
Yeah.
You know, we got ass whooped and baby hungry. Hear me?
Yeah.
Tore ass up. You can't, you know, I mean, that's just how it was, and we didn't understand then. You know what I mean? And now, so like, it's people our age right now that were raised like that, but they kids, they ain't following the trend. I feel like I know that it is teach you how to be a real human being. Ain't at an early age, that Southern hospitality, that real thing. Ain't talking about no Facebook, no, just that entertainment type stuff. I'm talking about, you know what I mean, grandma, you know what I mean, or big mama, whatever you call her, like the race. I ain't talking about no, you know what I mean, like real old lady.
Yeah.
Go to church every Sunday type, you know what I mean, like, man, like, them talking about like, you know what I mean, like cook for the whole C-chick. You know what I mean, there's a lot of us down there. Just in my family, it's 9. I'm the baby boy. The baby, yeah. Yeah, they ain't know that.
So, by you going through a lot of stuff, you know, being in the streets and being able to live to live from our mistakes, you know, and what would if you caught a young teenager or a young black kid doing wrong or heading towards the wrong direction, what advice would you give them?
I gotta give them the right, you know what I mean? I've been no less. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be less of a person to not, you know what I mean? To not, just like what I went through. You know what I mean? You know, it's just like another person went through, you know what I mean? Like, you know, everybody went through their thing, but what I went through, bro, at the time, it was fun. At the time. It said, and the Bible said, when I was a child, I spoke as a child, thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in that dark, you know what I mean? Like, loving it. You know what I'm saying? Loving it, bro. Like, real talk. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I still prayed every time, you know? I prayed every time. I know you know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, real shit. Like, but I love it, and for all the wrong reasons. And I'm like, you know, like, it's like control. You heard they tell you it's meant, it's law. But some stuff you question. So I was always that question guy. But why I got a problem with him? We the same color. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, we the same color. Just because he got, you know what I mean, another different color on than me, that would make him different from me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was thinking it, but the whole time, it just, that conscious. They said, science is simple for the conscious mind. It was telling me that, but the whole time I was still blinded until I really got to questioning stuff. So I dug deep. Dug deep as it get. It ain't gonna get no deep. And I'm from CT.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, me knowing you, you know what I'm saying? How long we been knowing each other?
Ooh,
Been years.
shit, yeah.
Well, you know, me knowing you, man, you was a wild guy, man. You was a wild guy. You know what I'm saying? I done seen you do a lot. You know what I'm saying? I done witnessed it. You know what I'm saying? What was the point? You feel like it was the turning point of your life where you feel like, hey, I just need to slow it down a bit.
Kids,
Because now you,
kids.
yeah,
It really was kids. Cause I'm a family person. I love my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, I'm really not even worried about myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why a lot of stuff like me growing up happened. You know, some people say what they call it, they don't fuck with that.
yeah,
You know, that emoji shit,
yeah,
don't fuck with that.
The
Like, you got people
FWT.
that's the D in there. You know what I mean? Like, it's really people that don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's all fun and games. Then somebody get hurt. Oh, he deserve, you know.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I always been a nigga like, damn, nigga. You know what I mean? The rules to the street ain't no rules.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can't kill Abel. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just, bro, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
So how do you feel about people that deal with people, street activities now? Because I feel like if you're a civilian, if you're a 9 to 5 worker, you pay taxes, you know what I'm saying? You able to deal who you want to deal with. But these guys out here that claim they live by street laws and knowing somebody done told on somebody and still dealing with them, maybe because they got money or whatever the case might be. How do you feel about that?
It's evolving. Hear me? You know, back down there, what one person was getting 60 people. Hear me?
Yeah.
I ain't never heard that nowhere. This not 1 year, 2 years. Bro, school buses. You done took our school buses, y'all school buses, and they ran them up. They got inmates on school, but one person did it 1 year. Another one did the same. They did the same time every year, the first of the year or Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
So you know, I'm 33. You know what I'm saying? We're in our 30s. Safe to say we ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, speak on our age, but we in our 30s.
Man, you know,
It's a lot of talks between people our age. I feel like our age range up is saying the quote unquote YNs is different. I done heard a lot of elders or a lot of people in our age range say, hey, you know what I'm saying, man, I stay out the YNs way. Do you feel like these YNs are a different breed of something we ain't seen before, we wasn't?
Yes, there is a different breed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's not like it's a better breed
Yeah.
or nothing like that. It's like, whether you were born around my age, you still got to understand and get what's going on in life. Like, this shit's evolving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These YNs ain't playing. You know, they not playing. You know, that's what they know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like, this is, this is what they go by.
Yeah.
And yes, the music got them, but they live in it. It's poetry. Some of the music killing them, a lot of it killing them, but a lot of this shit saving their lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's poetry to me, that's why I say it's to me. I listen to it. I raised on Boosie. You know what I mean? BG and them, Lil Wayne, Soulja Slim them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm from Arkansas, 3-6, but we was more in Louisiana type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? New Fredo them, we would listen to Fredo when we were young. You know, iPhone 6, 4Gs on the, G-Money. You know, like, them niggas wasn't banging and shit, bro. I'm finna be 37. You know what I'm saying? My nephew lived down there. We was in Tiger Bend, college, you know what I mean? Them niggas was like that for real. But I'm like, I done been here to the Loop, you know what I'm saying, Kansas. It's the same thing, it's just a different culture.
Yeah.
But it's the same color people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they all fight for the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the bad part about it is, they fighting with a fucking blindfold over their face.
Not knowing what they ain't fighting for, just out here doing it.
Somebody the white people ain't finna come in the hood. Nigga, the Black Panther like, dawg, you spook hunters? Nah, we fighting against y'all. Them motherfuckers got smart, like, come on, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question. If, you know, if you don't mind me asking, how many children you got?
5.
So if you had a child, knowing you came from the street code, you got a street background, how would you feel if you had one of your kids say, hey, Dad, I want to be a police officer? That's what I like to do. I like to help people. I want to get that line of field. How would you feel about that?
The police system, and I got the book. I know the police system a lot. You know what I mean? Like, you know, slave patrol, that's the history of it. Mm-hmm. Because, like, you know, the foundation, that is the foundation. Mm-hmm. You can't just take the roof off and the foundation's still there. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's called, what they call it, defunding.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be for good stuff, but you got police out there that's doing the extra good stuff. You know, I seen police, you know, pull up on some kids and just get the hooping with them. Even woman call the police for a disturbance, they get the hooping with them. You see the shit, you see the bag. You know what I mean? Black, white children, you know what I mean? Like, it's the person, bro. And now, I think it's more easy I'm not for sure, but I think it's more easy to become a police.
Dude,
like, it's like filling out for something down there.
But this is my angle with it. I think a lot of problem between the police and the black community is
That's what
The polices that's policing these neighborhoods are not from that area.
No, it's
so
not
they're
that.
scared.
It's not that, bro.
You don't think so?
No, because I got the history of it. It's the guidelines they go by. Police is meant, supposed to be perfect servants. They come, somebody going to jail. Somebody needs to pay. All this arguing going on. Yeah, y'all got to pay the county. You know, whatever. We know this is life. This is what, you know what I mean? You ain't have to read laws, none of this to know this. You see police, why the kids run? I seen a kid on YouTube Shorts in a little vehicle. Police walked up on me, he took out running.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He took out running the thing. Police running, you know what I mean? It's because even the kids know when the police come, you know what I mean? And they're just the ones that made it bad for the other ones. You know what I'm saying? So basically going to my son wanted to be one.
Yeah.
My son, whatever you want to be, I'm with it.
Yeah.
Hear me? But you know, be that real one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, you know what I mean? De-escalate situations. Talk to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all you communicate. You know what I'm saying? You communicate with people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hostile. You know, like, you know, you got police, you know, they trying to make it home. You know, they scared, you know, but they got a job to do.
Yeah.
They trying to make it home, they nervous, you know.
Yeah.
You know, the trigger is here. Boom, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I just seen a black dude, bro, get pulled over. You know, he got pulled over, he told me the firearm on him. Police officer could, he got the car. You know, he was, they want to, like, the woman, she tried to disarm and shit and shot him. You get what I'm saying? Shot his ass through the legs. So it's like, she don't, like, that is poor training.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's 3 weeks, I don't know the week, it's like, it's easy, bro. It ain't no real hard work to become that, you know, because I feel like police should be a passion, but it kind of just, it's oxymoron to me because I got the real history about the police system.
Yeah.
So when I say foundation, you can't just take the roof off, you got the whole foundation, and that's mean defunding lines. So this was built off slave kitchen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?